Hey, Komarovsky, Ruby, good to see you guys. It seems like it's dark in here. Man, these cameras need to adjust. Good to see you guys. Sorry about last week. I got new floors because we didn't go to Europe. We had extra money, and so my wife's been bugging me about new floors. So we got new floors. They're wood floors. We got rid of all the old carpet, put in these new wood floors. They look really nice. They make a lot of noise. It always makes me feel like I'm walking on thin ice or something. It's just they're kind of making cracking noises. Hopefully it'll settle out and stop making that noise. But anyway, they had finished that up, and there are a few things that they had gotten wrong, and the only time they could come was, of course, last Tuesday. Why not? So it's really hard to get craftsmen to your house, and so when they told me that that's when they could come, that's when they came. So one thing I could do. Hold on. Let's see if this fixes it. Huh, how about that? Now we're back. Hey, it's Ruben. Man, I hadn't seen you in a while. How's things? It's good to see you, man. So, this is how I know Ignacy loves me. Because he sent me the new Neuroshima RPG book. And I guess if you followed me for any time, you know that Ignacy was nice, kind enough to send me PDF of the original, and I've been translating it, and I got a lot of it done. But I figured this doesn't make any sense unless I run it. So I'm thinking about trying to run an RPG of the Neuroshima. But it's been a while since I've been a game master or anything like that. And of course, we got all kinds of new tools and resources available to us. So I was talking to some people, and I think there's a big resurgence of the D&D genre. So a bunch of people that I know in my gaming groups, they were interested in D&D. So I thought, well, why don't I just run a game? So I picked up some of the stuff for D&D and thought, well, we'll just run a campaign of D&D then. And but I thought, man, I'll put that together, and then once I get a little bit more experience, because I've been playing D&D for all my life, so I've got a lot of experience with it. Running games and playing games. So I figured I might be able to do a good job of it. And, last week we played our first game in the campaign, and it went great. It went really great. Everybody had a really good time. Things went without a hitch. Of course, all we did was basically some simple tavern stuff. This was just, sort of episode 1. You meet at a tavern. You do stuff. There's a fist fight. They actually got into a fight with some critters and whatnot, and got to do some role-playing stuff. And so I think everybody became familiar with their characters, and they've decided on what they're going to do next session. So we're kind of excited about it. They're going to hit the road. But I wanted to share with you guys some of those tools that I'm looking at and whatnot. And also I got the expansion for Fantasy Realms, the card game, and wanted to share with you sort of what was going on with that. We got to play it last night and kind of have an idea of the mechanics. Of course, I only played it 2-player, just me and my wife, Lisa, and it plays okay at 2-player, but you always feel like it's done too quick with a 2-player game. You don't see all the cards and all that kind of stuff. So I think it would be a much better game with a few more players. But I can give you some ideas about what's going on with that. So anyway, I kind of was, I don't think that I've got things set up right. Hold on a second. Let me get my, get the old Android connected. I didn't even connect the Android. I don't know what's wrong with me. You know, I had it in my mind. So whenever you stream, you have to have this thing called a streaming key. It's like your password, your software's password to talk to other software. And you have to have that streaming key. And I had it in my mind that Luke here in the US, Portal US, sent me a new stream key. And I couldn't find his message where, hey, here's the new stream key. And I couldn't find it. I started asking people, and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. He sent us a stream key a long time ago. And I was like, yeah, no, I think he sent one like last week. I'm like, no. So I think I dreamed that he sent me a stream key, and I needed to put it in before the next stream, and I was stressed out over the stream key thing. Anyway, I forgot to do the logging in of my Android. I got it all set up now, but anyway, I'm losing my mind. So let's do some Neuroshima, play a little Neuroshima, and then we'll talk about some D&D and whatnot. Cool. Let's do it. Oh, good. It's lined up. Oh, I'm super red. Come on. Come on. Get the white balance right. There you go. Crazy. Okay. Oh, Komorowski, you probably are right. Yeah, that the Twitch restarted the stream links. Huh. So maybe Twitch sent something out, and I thought, yeah. I wouldn't need that because we use Restream, but anyway, there you go. All right. So maybe I'm not completely crazy. I like how you're thinking, though, Komorowski. The old captain hasn't quite lost it yet. All right, so let's create a game. We're going to do another random. We like the random. We don't want that easy mode. We're going to go for hard because we're that good. Why play it easy when you can get it hard? I don't know. Here we go. All right, so we are gonna be. This is awesome. This is one of my favorites of the four factions that we start with. You got the it's an outpost. They're very mobile and quick. They will give us double attacks. I think with all of our mobility, I'm gonna actually, my goodness, I'm gonna actually put it in the middle and see how we do. This is kind of an unusual thing, but let's try this tactic. Normally, I would probably put it in the second ring, but let me try it in the middle. All right. Well, cool. And he put his in the corner, which is great for us. That means he's only going to give pluses to his ranged attacks in these three places. And neither of these two places are going to help him attack our base. So the only place that we're really worried about is this first one. So we do get the old connection here. The medic. What to do with the medic? Well, I think one thing that we can do is we could put it here. And then that'll give us either the ability to heal this guy or the ability to heal the guy that we're going to put here, if we do put a guy there. And it starts to block for our base. Well, good. He did not go right in front of us because he's stupid. All right. We do have a movement, which we do not need right now. We got this guy who goes off on a 3. He will do 2 damage. His guy is going to hit us on a 3 as well, which isn't going to help us. So, I mean, we could... He's going to go a 3 and a 2. If only there was a way to save him. I don't think we're going to come up with a good way to save him. I don't know if we should save that movement. So he's going to hit us on a 3, but he'll hit the medic as well. So both the medic and him will die, and he won't get that 2. We could move him over here instead, but this is his best place. I'm going to keep him right there, and I don't know if I should get rid of the movement or not. Ruben, you know, I just saw where you said that you've been playing RPGs on a regular basis. And I think that with the online thing, it's pretty cool what you're able to do. And I'll show you guys what I was doing through Roll20, but I like the physical, you know, being there, playing it with other people. So I like having the piece of paper in front of us. Unfortunately, he put this guy, big dude, right there. Whew. Yeah. Well, we're not battling. We're not going to battle. And we are going to put this guy. I wish I could move. Oh, no. Come on. Something's wrong. I got a delay. Hold on. We're going to put this guy here. Actually, we could put him here. And we'll turn him this way. And I'm hoping to move this over here. But then we're going to put this guy down. And we'll just put him over here. And call that done. He's got a bomb. Dadgummit. Alright. Well, the medic did some good. Tiles in hand. Let's see what we got. Woo! Well. He really needs to be on the other side. So this guy has got a ranged section here, and then he's got this. So I'm thinking if I put him on this side, the range goes this way, and the attack would go that way. So I like that a lot. So this gives us an extra damage that can be done. Let's see. I put him there. And I put him there. Okay, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to take this one and put him there. And because he'll go off on a 2, he will kill the Gauss cannon. Then I'm going to put this guy, come on, right here. He's already got 2 attacks. If I get a chance, I may move our headquarters this way and give him 3 attacks. That way we're taking out some of his guys, and we are also going to hit his base. So, always trying to do more damage to that base. What's he got? Oh, he's got one good strong one there. Whew. I think that's called the Judge or something like that. Got 24 tiles left. Let's see what this got. Juggernaut. It's called the Juggernaut. All right, we got this big guy, the HMG. We got a movement. So we like the movement. There's no way. Oh, I could put them here. It goes off on a 1. That goes off on a 2. All right. We can move twice. I can put him there. I think because we have this movement tile here, 1 movement is the same as 2. So I'm going to do this. I can move him 2 spaces. I can put him in any one of these 4 or over here. And I think if I put him over here, he does a lot better. Zubu! Hey, see you later, Ruben. Do that. Now he's still going to get 1 damage on us from there, but I'm not too worried about that because then this guy is going to go off on a 3, 2, and a 1. This guy's a 2 and a 1. And I think what I'm going to do is put him in the back here. Aiming this way. I think this will all play out pretty good for us. We're doing quite a bit of damage to him. He's going to push. And he didn't use it. See, I don't know about this hard. I don't know. I think if I played against one of you guys, you'd probably be a lot harder than this app. Let's see. We got another movement. We got this borrower. As long as the scoper is connected to an enemy module, the module provides bonus to the outpost instead, which we could have put him there and it would have had a plus to his attack, which would be awesome. Be really awesome. Want to take that guy out. Or we could take this guy out. See, the problem is this guy's going to attack on a 2, and that's a 2. I move this guy 1, 2. I could take him out. Which is pretty good. Yeah, the AI is on hard. The AI is on hard. This is not going to help me because he doesn't have any modules out except for his HQ. And I would love to have that. I would love to put that scoper right there. But I can't. So So I have to... Well, I could save this guy too. Because on a 3, this guy's going to go off on a 3, and I can't get a plus on him. I'm not going to... Oh, no, he's not going to attack me. That's right. Never mind. All right, I'm going to get rid of the scoper. And we're going to take this movement. We'll put it here. And we'll move him over here. That we'll take out this guy. And the next. Is there any place else I want to move? The HQ. If I move him there, he's just going to take damage. I feel like that's okay. I think I can get rid of the extra movement. Feel like that's okay. Oops. And I'm having all kinds of... There's like a delay. What's it doing? No. Oh, that's got movement on its own. No. Let me do this. It's not helping. All right. It's really delayed. It is really delayed. Okay, here we go. That's just technical problems. See you, Zubu. Man, why can't I get this to... Seriously. Ha ha! Mirror disconnected. Try again. Alright. Now maybe it'll work. Yes. Go away. There we go. Alright. Man, what a pain in the butt. Alright. Here we go. That wasn't the app. That was just my software to connect the two things. Again, he's not doing much. So we've got a medic. The medic's not going to help us much. We got a 3. We could take that guy out on a 3. We could put the 3. How can we hit his HQ with the 3? We can't. But if I put the 3 here, it'll take him out. Which won't let that guy through. Dadgummit. If I hit this guy with a 3, we'll take no damage, which is cool. So, nope. Didn't mean to get rid of him. I think we're going to get rid of the medic. We're going to put this guy here. Turn him that way. So he'll get rid of him before he does damage. Because his armor is only here and here, not on this side. And I think that's about as good as we can get right now. Feel like that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and battle. Let's do it. Let's get it done. There we go. There we go. Now we get initiative 1. Takes that guy out. Initiative 0. All right. We still got guys pointing places. All right. He's got on a 2, he's going to attack us. On a 3, we're going to attack him. And then on a 2, we'll attack him again. This guy's going to try to hit us for a 2. So we can get rid of wish we had more movement. So on a 3, so we could make it a 4. That's interesting. We could make it a 4-3-2, which would take him out 4 and 3. And we would be blocking this 2. So I like that. And then we can line up another 3 attack. Probably this way. Man, that guy's going to take him out. But hold on. 3 attack. How can we use a single 3? I guess we could take this guy out. Yeah. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to take this plus. Oh, nope. Going to get rid of the battle. We're not going to battle because we're not going to do as much damage as I want yet. We're going to put this guy here, move him around to get that plus, and then we're going to take this and we're going to just do some crossfire this way. Come on. Whoop, wrong way. This way. Yay, he's got modules. He got rid of a push. All right. So he does have a medic on that guy. We have a movement. I need 2 movement. That guy happens on a 2. I could use that and not this movement. All right, I'm going to put this here. And we are going to take out... Oh, no, because on a 3, he'll use the medic. Ah! I wanted that movement so I could... Well, I'll be able to move it back in. Let me just take out a module. And then we'll pull the trigger. I wish we could do more, but we'll still come out ahead. So on initiative 4, we get damage on him. 3, we get damage on him. Damage on him. Oh, that's what I didn't think about. I could have put another damage on that 3. On that medic. And then it would have taken him out. So I did screw up a little bit there. But, I mean, it's calculated. Still calculated. There you go. So that cleared that out. And now I've got 2 movements, so I can take this guy and move him twice. We got 9 tiles left. We have... we're going to take... Oh. Nope. 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 We have this. Get rid of this guy. Bang. We've got This one is going to do a bunch of damage to him. We don't really care about those. Wish we had another movement, but we don't. So we're going to attack him. We get 3 damage on him. He didn't explode. He took out my movement. Took out my guy there, who is also going to take him out. Got another damage on him. And we go to initiative 1. We get another damage on him. And I think we're doing pretty good. 12 and 20. Kind of riding a line between defense and offense here. He's going to go on a 3. This guy is going to go on a 3. So they're going to mutually kill each other. Kind of stinks. I think we get rid of the battle. We only move him 1 spot. I'm definitely putting him here. And I don't know. We got this guy. We can put him over here. He can try to block us, which is fine, I reckon. And we got this guy's got movement. We can on a 2 and a 1, fortunately. Move him closer. If we get a final battle, we can move him in. I think that's about all we can do. We closed up ranks. He's got a net, which he got rid of. Again, not the smartest thing in the world. Okay. Now we just load up. We load up. I did it again. I keep on clicking on the wrong thing. To do that. Oh, you know what we could do? We could do more damage. We'll take this. 1. No, I clicked on him. I guess I have to get rid of a thing first. Or I'll get rid of him. Then I'll click on him. Move him 1 space. I don't know. We'll move him here to help block. We'll take out a medic. Why not? And then we'll take this, put it here. This will make us have a 4-3-2. And we'll put this one right here, aimed at the base. Bam. And so now this 4 will knock him out. And then the 3 and the 2 will hit him. So there we go. He's got some tiles left. Final battle. Here's 4. That one's gone. 3. Shot him. 3. Killed him. 3. Takes out the medic. 3. Hits his base again. 2. Yeah. But now we get to take out the base. There you go. Anyway, there you go. I think I got this game down now. I think I'm ready to start playing some people. I think that's what we're going to do next time. So 20-8. Come on, man. We got this down. Piece of cake. All right. Hey, let's talk about some D&D, shall we? D&D and fantasy realms. So let's hit it. All right, so like I said, look at that white balance. Man, that driving me crazy. Oh, it's probably because how orange this shirt. I bet it's because of the shirt. What do you think? There we go. There you go. I bet it's because of the shirt. It's the only thing I can think that's different. So, yeah. So what I wanted to tell you about. So Neuroshima Hex RPG. Want to go for it. Want to get that going. But really needed some more RPG experience in a place where I knew. So do a little bit of that so that way I could move into this. Of course, I have to do the conversion bit, which is another project. But I think it'll be a pretty good time. So in D&D, basically, right now we got 5th edition, and this is the book to have for 5th edition. The Player's Handbook pretty much has everything that you need to play the game. The DM's guide is nice. Kind of gives you some extra stuff. Pretty cool, whatnot. But there are so many books now that they have nice, hardbound, expensive books that you can get. And they all add different layers. But what I found is that a lot of the old time stuff, like the Forgotten Realms and whatnot, all those campaign books, they haven't reprinted any of them. They've printed some adventures that kind of cover different areas in the Forgotten Realms, and they kind of bring some of that stuff back up. But I think they're kind of relying on the old school information to kind of get us through that. So, things like this Volo's Guide to Waterdeep, which was, I don't know when this came out, like 80 something, maybe 89 or something like that. 92. So this was printed in 1992. So it's been around for a long time. But this is Waterdeep. And it's pretty cool book. I don't like how it's arranged. We could talk about that sometime. But it's not arranged very well. But there's lots of information in here that can really help with the campaign. You just have to get through this. You have to unlock the code basically to figure out how to use this in a campaign. But let me show you what I've done. We can go to the desktop. Oh, wrong desktop. Need to go here. There we go. So this is Roll20. And basically what I've done, I've set up a bunch of stuff. I've imported bunch of pieces in here. I made some characters and whatnot, but this is the one that I'm working on right now. This is the campaign I'm working on right now. And I don't play online. I don't do any online play or anything like that. But I use this in my laptop to do the DM thing. So all my information is here at my fingertips rather than to have to deal with something else. So I find that this really works good for keeping up with all the little bits. So basically what I've done is I've put my pieces together right here. Here's piecing it all together. And basically what I did is I came up with the very beginning, the very first campaign to let everybody know where they're at in the world. I was able to share with them this map basically, and I just printed it out, put it on the desk or on the table, game table in front of them, and said, "This is where you're at." Right? And you can see this is the world of Toril, and over here is Faerun, and that's the continent that they're going to be on. So then I basically, read them this bit right here. You're currently on the prime material plane adrift in the sea at night. So I do all that. Then I take that map away, and I've got another map that I use and put that down and tell them that this is the section of Faerun that they're in, and which is along the Sword Coast. So the sort of the northwest. And kind of give them an idea of the river valleys and the different things that are there. Got to give them a little bit of a rundown. And what's nice about that is because I've written it up, I can say north of the Spine of the World mountains is frozen far. These lands include blah, 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 blah. And what they're doing when they're looking at it is they're looking at the map and they go, oh, there's the Spine of the World and there's the thing that he's talking about. So even though it seems like a lot of dissertation, it's cool because they're looking at the map and finding the things that I'm talking about, and it's solidifying it in their brain where this world exists, what are these different pieces and what that means. It helps them to sort of explore this map in a logical way and gives them a little background of each one of those things. So that seemed to work really well. So I went through that, and then I let them know that they were at Waterdeep. And I have a Waterdeep map. I actually keep it in here somewhere. Yeah, I got a Waterdeep map. Here it is. So, and this is what I was talking about. Like the maps that I lay out on the table, basically would be these. And, you know, this Waterdeep map is huge. It's ginormous, right? I put that on the table in front of them. They're looking at it. And basically, I end up saying, yeah, you're in the building labeled 4. They're looking all around. And I tell them about the city and the different areas of the city. And I show them those things. And I let them know that they're in the building, in the castle district, labeled number 4, and that is the Yawning Portal. Now, what I've done is I've actually made a map right here, and the night we played, I didn't print this out or anything. What I did is I actually drew it out on a board that I have. So I have a mat, but I also have these boards, and you basically just use erasable markers to write it out and then erase it. And I put this map on there, and they got to, here you are sitting at this table, and here's the events that are happening. And so we were able to move them around. And at the time, we didn't have miniatures or anything for that. So let me show you what I did in place of miniatures. Now that I know that we're going to be playing it because everybody really enjoyed themselves, I have a bunch of cubes that are from other games that are leftovers because, you know, whatever. I got the premium or whatever. So I ended up using these cubes. And so everybody picked a color. One guy was green, one guy was yellow. So they had a color and they got to do that. And then I used these... because I got the Ares expedition, and I ended up getting like the premium ones. So that even these are really nice metal cubes. These are plastic and just chrome plated, and I got the metal ones, whatever. So these are really nice, and I got a ton of them. So I just use these as NPCs. And like the silver one was the orc, and she's moving around, you know, that kind of thing. And then when a larger person came, we had a troll come in here, and I just basically used a poker chip because it's a larger base, and used a poker chip to be that, to represent that. And of course, when you show them, you know, we're moving those around on here to just kind of say that's where you're at. But when you show them the various things, like this is what the orc looks like. So I was able to print that out and show that to them. So doing those things kind of made it that much easier for them to get into it and to understand what was going on. So and then we had like part of the adventure that happened is like this right here. And I was able to show them this and say, you know, here's what climbs up out of this dark hole, you know, troll and a bunch of sturges, right? And so they dealt with that Now, I don't know if you guys are very familiar with any of this stuff or not, but building this a world is kind of neat. But a lot of this stuff that I got was stuff that already existed, and I was just able to copy or paste or just kind of write a few paragraphs myself and put it in here. So we got to do all that. I created a kind of a hook, and this is the hook, the interaction they had, and they decided to go with that. But so now they're going to be hitting the road, and when they're hitting the road, they're heading to this town. But when they get to that town, there's some things in the area. They're going to go further. That's just the first town they come to. It's 3 days travel, so this is just the first day. They make it to the first town, the Dragon Inn. They talk to some people at the Dragon Inn. They find out there's some stuff going on in the area, but they really have their main goal is a couple of days away. So they have to decide whether to stay on the path that they're on or to move forward. And so like this Stump Bog, I created a new character, a new monster. Basically, I reinterpreted some things and created this Drowner. So much like the Witcher's Drowner, but he's partially based on a zombie. And there's some things that I rewrote in there and was able to edit that. So that's really cool. And that's what happens in the Stump Bog if they go there. And then there's the Fallen Keep. And just to show you this is the Fallen Keep. I was able to get this map. I paid, I don't know, like $1, $2 for it. Somebody had drawn this, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool. I'll just use that. So what I ended up doing is taking this and I printed it out. Now I did a little bit of an art thing to it. So I put it in Photoshop and I made it a little different. I added some green and stuff like that, but I printed it out into like a big poster and I put a grid on it and then I cut it. So let me show you this. So here is the Fallen Keep. And basically I made it to where it all fits in here. So now you can go into the Fallen Keep. And this is, the beginning of it. And you go in, right? And so you've got all the hexes and everything. So I don't have to draw anything out. I just lay these out for them. And I've got the map comes in basically 6 pieces. 9 pieces. There's 3 in the front and then 3 in the middle and 3 in the back. But then the inside of the keep itself, I actually cut up into individual pieces so that you could explore each piece. So when you come in there, and then if you walk straight through, you'll go here, and so on and so forth. You explore, and then eventually you'll go down the stairs, and you'll go into the cellar, and I have it all cut up into individual pieces, and then there's the second level of the cellar. So I've got all of that cut up and ready to go. And so then, if we go back here, all right, then you can see here I've actually labeled, sort of numbered the various things. So it's kind of hard to see the numbers; they're pretty small, but there's all these numbers on each one of the rooms or different areas of the map, and I was able to then say, oh, this is the old portcullis. Here's the wall of rubble. Here's the old forge, and went and put these things together. We've got a little what's that called? Riddle for them to figure out and whatnot. We've got different encounters that they can run into. A lot of giant spiders right now and rats, right? Giant spiders and rats. Eventually they'll run into some skeletons, and I even have a larger beastie waiting for them in that. And so that's just on the way to the place, right? Also, I've got all their characters right here, so I can actually pull up their characters and find out different things about their character. So like their passive wisdom, so they can see if they notice anything, that kind of deal. So and these sheets are really nice, and this is all on D20. Now, just like any other software, it's not what you want it to be, but I was able to put this stuff together really well. And I've got all that stuff together. I've got a couple of other pieces on the way there, but then I also have the pieces that I haven't finished putting together, including like some old adventures here, where you can actually go in, and I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. Oh, here it is. So you can go in, and this is the map that they have for theirs. And of course, I can print this out, put it on a grid, all that kind of stuff, and have it ready for them to explore, cut up the different rooms, and do the same thing that I was doing before. And then you have all the different locations, and they've already got that written out, but I can edit every bit of it. And what I'm planning on doing is editing each of these things and then moving them up here into the top section. So this is where my source stuff is. I move them up into this top section and create the different chapters. So anyway, I'm just excited about it, playing it once again, and then thinking about how each one of these mechanics, or each one of these things, the things that the players love, the things that me as the DM loves doing, like being able to convert that, or have a way of putting it all together for this Neuroshima as well. Probably using this Roll20 to kind of make that happen, right? So kind of excited about it. I think it's pretty cool. So that's what I've been doing with that. But let me share with you the board game, which is Forgotten Realms. Now, I've got kind of a thing that I do. I guess Tom Vassell turned me on to this. Just getting these little photo cases for some of my smaller games. It makes them hold up really well, makes them very portable. I can throw them in my bag and pull them out and be able to play them anywhere I want. This is a score sheet for it. Here's the original rules for Forgotten Realms, and here's the new rules for the Cursed Horde, which is the expansion for it. And basically what the Cursed Horde does is it adds 3 different groups that we didn't have before. We have the undead, so you have an undead, what would you call that, suit, I guess. And then we have these, which are outsiders, right? And then there's one more. What was it called? It was called, buildings. And then you have buildings. So they added 3 new suits to that, so more cards. And then they have these, which are cursed items, right? And basically you get a cursed item, and then it has a power, and you can use that power, or you can say, I don't want this, let me get a different one. And so you can just swap out the powers each turn. But if you use the power, this one says you can use it at any time, you'll flip it over saying that it's used, and you'll get this many points for having used it. Well, this is -1. This one, it actually says basically if you use this, you don't take a turn. So this, you use this in place of your turn, and you'll get +5 points for not taking a turn, basically. And that's what that one does. But most of these, this is -4, -5. -6. So I'm assuming like the -6 ones are going to be powers that are better. So this one says replace turn. Draw 2 cards from the deck, then discard any 2 cards. So you get to, and it says fishing hook. So you get to draw 2 cards and then replace any 2 cards. But you use that as your turn. So you do lose a turn as well, but it gives you -6. So if you use some of these, there's a -7 hourglass. After turn, take an extra turn. Do not replace this card with a new cursed item until after your second turn. So you get a cursed item, and if you use this one, right, you get a -7, but you get to take an extra turn. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's what they did, is they added some special abilities, but if you use the special abilities, pretty much you get negative points. Now in a 2-player game, we didn't use them too much, but enough that it was like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. I don't know how fantastic it was. It was nice to have more cards. So having more cards in here was really a great thing. So I think overall the expansion, adding 3 suits is super cool. I'm down for that. Whether or not you use the cursed items, I don't know that really matters that much. I think basically using the cursed items is just, it's an extra that you could take or leave, really. So anyway, that's sort of the rundown, what I've been up to. D&D, totally geeking out into that. I didn't expose you to everything that I've done, but give you kind of an idea of what I've been trying to accomplish with that. I'm pretty excited about it. But that's it. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your Tuesday. Have a good rest of the week. Play lots of Neuroshima Hex. Kick some butt. I was promised that I was going to do the tournament or the campaign this week. So we'll see if that happens. Because I really want to play the new campaign in the big box. So I want to get that done. But anyway, you guys be good. I will talk to you soon. Adios.